And it is done because we want to do it.
Woo! Simple.
We want to be the best version of ourselves for each other. And not only for each other, for our family, for our friends, for you guys that are watching. We want to do it.
So we
thought we wouldn't be this far. Our relationship would be this healthy. We wouldn't be this in love. We wouldn't actively work through these problems if we didn't want to. All of this happens because we want to. It feels good to be back. After how long it's been since we recorded the last one? It's been since we was in the States. The last one was Najati was here, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it's been a couple months. Damn, it's been a couple months, but we back. And we got a schedule now. The goal is to release one podcast episode every Sunday.
Getting a good word in.
Because we got a lot to talk about. We always have a lot to talk about, a lot to share. So now we just bringing it to you in a better light. I hope that y'all can't hear the ocean, but low key it might be some good background noise now that I'm thinking about it. But
ASMR shit. But yeah, I'm good.
Feeling good, looking good. You got some jewelry, huh?
I look good, Mr. Beast.
You got some jewelry, looking good, smelling good.
Tell me more.
Yeah, I love this looking on her. So there's this jeweler here that makes jewelry. Shout out to Essex. But she put us on. She gave us these new pieces. I got me a little piece myself. This is fluorite. That was with intention and clarity. And it's been amazing. I can feel the energy. Feel like something just radiated from it.
Right.
And I can feel it like pulsating to my heart.
I keep looking back because I see the waves, coming in. So I'm on wave lookout. So as y'all know, we're still on our anniversary trip. It's been 101 days. Don't ask when we coming back. We don't know yet. We just celebrating the anniversary.
That's what we're doing. We enjoying this time. We taking time to end cycles. You get new cycles. We taking this time to develop and grow deeper into our relationship, and honestly, just to grow deeper into ourselves. I don't think that coming back is on our mind right now.
Yeah, nah, we pushing forward, and
yeah.
At the moment, pushing forward means to just constantly move on to the next spot, exploring new environments, and figuring out who we are and how we align in these different environments.
Yeah, in these different cultures with these different people, and learning how to speak the language that I don't know. Like, I'm learning how to speak Spanish right now because attempting to learn how to speak Spanish. I haven't been actively pursuing it, but it's definitely something that's on the list. So let me get this while I'm here. I might as well learn Spanish, and then I won't give away where we're going next, but where we go next. Learn that.
Yeah.
And then just keep on going from there.
Yeah. So as y'all can see, like, we doing the work. Traveling. Us being on this trip isn't just to, well, obviously part of it is to kick back, relax. It's still to continue doing the work. Traveling abroad, especially long term, has definitely impacted us in so many ways individually. And we're starting to see how these minor changes even impact and shape our relationship as it is.
Mm-hmm. And that's really the topic that we came in for, is how has our relationship changed since we've been traveling abroad.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the theme, that's the foundation, this whole episode today.
I would start with the fact that we are in a new environment, so we're both starting on a clean slate, meaning that wherever we go, don't nobody here know us.
Unless they do.
But nobody really knows who we are, so we have the opportunity to choose how to show up in this environment. Back home, we were more chill, laid back. I didn't really go out that much. Now that we're in another environment, I'm still chilling. Okay, I'm still chilling, but I have a different vibe that I go after when I do step out the house. Back in Houston, if I'm going out, I'm trying to dance, I'm trying to have fun. Now I genuinely like to go out and go to salsa nights, learn how to dance, but also go out just to admire people, observe people. And, you know, when the opportunity presents itself to just meet new humans and make more friends. And that alone has shaped me being comfortable with, I guess, like being more outgoing. I'm already very extroverted, but I do have my moments where I'm a little shy. So me being in another country is just an opportunity for me to practice my social skills. And it reflects in my relationship because, you know, now I have a new attitude that I can present to him. Does that make sense?
I think that makes sense. Yeah, and I think we both working on that same general thing. Like for me, right now, I do want to practice and actually go outside and meet more people because it helps me. I think you just said that. It helps you develop as a person so that you can bring it back. Honestly, though, it's a thing that we are both actually working on because, I mean, for me, I'm trying to get better at communicating. And so my theme has been how can I become a better communicator? How can I express myself differently? How can I be more, this right here, like more animated, I guess I could say, and different forms of communication because I know communication isn't just talking. Communication is physical touch. Communication is how we look at each other. Communication is body language and how we act around each other. And so I want to practice that with myself, with the people in the community that will go outside and meet, and then also with you. So I'm not just communicating one way with you.
Right.
So I can learn exactly what I was talking about last night. I can learn different cues.
Mm-hmm.
Or we both can learn each other cues, you know what I mean? And I
Right.
can be more perceptive to that body language. What we were talking about last night is how do we know when the other person wants to have sex? Or how do we know when we're trying to build up that tension so that we can enjoy the moment? And sometimes we will miss each other. You know, sometimes she'll be putting it on me and I'll be missing it, or sometimes I'll be showing her affection and she'll miss it, but that's because we just misunderstood the communication there. And so I think learning communication is important because of that. And I mean, not just in that area, also like, so I can know when she's upset, or when I can know when I'm upset.
Yeah.
Or we can know when we need something, but we're not actually vocalizing it. We're just showing you physically.
Yeah, it's definitely us deepening our connection so that we can understand each other beyond words.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
we already verbally express a lot of things, especially how we feel, but you know, sometimes me personally, sometimes I don't want to just flat out say, "Hey, I want to," like I'm saying,
fuck, man.
"Hey, I'm horny. Can we?" Like I don't want to just flat out say it. You know, sometimes I want my energy and my actions to just speak for itself, and then he picks up on it. But I can understand the misinterpretation. That's something that we're working on. And you mentioned physical touch. Our
What kind of bug is that? My bad.
jungle bugs. So y'all know we are literally where the jungle meets the ocean. So it's a whole lot going on over here.
It's a whole lot.
Being abroad has definitely forced us to sit and reflect on our overall intimacy. And for me, physical intimacy is something that I'm working through, especially with my own, traumas and, mental things that I have going on. But now that I'm with a partner that makes me feel safe, it makes me feel secure, I'm working on receiving physical touch a lot better.
Tell them about what you were feeling last night. Oh. Yeah, she was feeling that. But I'm saying the thought that you had while we was fucking it, that you told me about after.
Oh my God. Okay. So just to give y'all a little more insight, I am not a very sexual person. I have, of course, those periods throughout the month where I'm just feeling it. Okay, ovulation week hits when it hit, but overall, I'm not a very sexual person. So it is difficult on our intimacy because a lot of times he's ready to go and I'm just not there. It's not at the forefront of my mind, and it's nothing against him. It's just my psychology. But whenever we do get to the point where we have sex, especially last night, it's amazing. Oh my God, it's so amazing. But last night I was just feeling it. And I was so present in the moment, and in the midst of all of this magic happening, I'm telling myself, like, yo, why aren't we thinking about this more? Why aren't we craving this more? We know how good it is. We know how good it feels. Whenever we do get there and we're experiencing it, we love this shit. Why isn't it at the forefront of my mind any other day? Giving myself grace as I work through it, because I don't want it to get to a point where I have to feel like having sex is an obligation. You know, you never want to have that. And it's very common in a lot of relationships. It's also just managing where my mind goes throughout the day, you know, and us taking the time to sit in a new country, especially a very slow paced environment. All I have is time to think and reflect. So this is a great opportunity for us to keep having those conversations.
You have so many things that give you pleasure.
Right. So because I find pleasure in so many things, I find pleasure in everything. Sex is kind of like a cherry on top. And I can have an ice cream sundae without a cherry. You know, it's still good. I'm still gonna eat this sundae. I'm still gonna fuck that ice cream up. But it's like whenever I do get the cherry on top, that's also amazing. So I'm working on getting to a point where I can, yes, still find joy and pleasure in everything, but also be able to bring sex up to the forefront of my being more. Even when I do feel that erotic energy in my body, I've learned how to just alchemize it and use it in other things, especially creative expression. Doing my creative projects, dancing, crocheting, even with how I just adorn myself, like all of this is my erotic energy. So now I'm working through using it to be proactive in a sexual intimate space with my partner.
Yeah, and that it will start with communicating.
Yes.
It will start with the body language. It will start with even me learning how to communicate that with you, because what we're talking about is that it starts at the beginning of the day. And it's something that has to be like, because you don't think about it that often, I have to let you know in other ways than just showing you my meat.
With my meat.
Just put my hard stick on your back and whatever. You know, like, I mean,
Back of my ass.
yeah, like those things, those are affection.
It's not enough to get me
Yeah,
there,
it's not
though.
enough to get you there though. So I have to learn how to communicate that so many different ways.
Yeah.
For you, for us.
Yeah. And it still goes along the lines of us being able to communicate beyond words, because that's still, you know, communication. It's just not something that I can receive and feel like, you know what, hell yeah.
Mm. Yeah. That has been a major thing since we've been abroad. It's been a major thing for me since we've been abroad, is actually practicing communication. And it's been more prevalent now than ever. And, you know, it's been coming up, especially like in my solo content. I'm just finding different ways to communicate and different ways to just to express myself. That has been one way that has really impacted us since we've been abroad in a major way.
Small practices like this aren't unnoticeable. So even something as simple as him learning how to be a more effective communicator, that also changes who you are as a person.
Mm-hmm.
As we are going throughout this journey, we are changing as people. And ultimately, it changes our entire relationship. We don't have the same conversations here that we did when we were back in the States. And if we do, the delivery is totally different. And that's because the more he learned how...
My bad. That mosquito was pissing me off.
the more that he learned how to communicate and express himself, the different his tones and his attitudes change. And as a result, my response has changed. And it's not in a bad way. It just involves our conversation. We've also been able to just find more things that shapes us as people, finding more activities and hobbies and interests.
Yeah, I took a surf class. I never thought that I would be a surfer. I gotta go do that shit again. Like, it was the rush. Nah, for real. Before we came here, there wasn't many hobbies that I've already had. I was in the house playing a game. I'm still reading. I was still like working on myself, but I wasn't actively going outside and doing anything. I was in a house or we was outside doing something together. That's something that I did by myself, and it felt amazing because that was the first time in a long time that I've actually done something by myself that I actually wanted to do. And I got the chance, and we talk about this often, doing our own thing so we could come back and share it with each other to share the experience. Although we was at the beach together that day, it was still something that I ventured off and did on my own. And I mean, that was absolutely fun. It was just liberating to see and to show myself that I could still do things by myself and have a good time and then bring it back to you
Yeah.
so that we can share it together. Yeah, that's certain.
Could you go a little deeper into why it's important for you to have your own experiences?
Having my own experiences make me less dependent on you. If we wake up together, we eat together, we do everything together, I was in a state of relying on you to pick the food or what you want to eat, or I'm constantly doing what you want to do. I'm not giving myself the option to do something that I want to do. When I'm not doing anything by myself and when I'm constantly doing things with you, it just makes me heavily reliant on you. And it makes me feel like I can say this now looking at it. It'll make me feel stuck and like, dang, I have to wait on you to do this, or I have to wait till you get up so I can go do this, or I have to wait on you so I can go eat, or I have to wait on you so I can go to the gym. You know, like I'm in a constant cycle of just waiting for you to be there so that I can do something, when in reality, doing things myself proves to me that I don't have to wait on you. Then it also makes me a little more proactive, and so now I can show up way more in our relationship because I'm not just waiting on you. I can just go do this thing and bring it back to you. I can go get food and bring it back to you.
Yeah.
I can go enjoy this experience and then bring it back to you. I prove to myself that I can do things by myself confidently. Yeah, because for so long, I mean, even before you, it was always with my niggas. I was with my people. You know, like I was never doing things by myself. I always had somebody with me. And maybe.
And I
Maybe that could be like a security thing. Like, damn. Okay. I guess we unpacking some stuff today.
Little codependency?
Yeah, I was looking for a sense of security. Well, this is just what came to me just now. Because I was constantly in a state of with people and with you. I have security in knowing, and okay, this is a good idea, or that's a good idea, or no, this isn't a good idea, or this isn't a good idea, because you would tell me, hey, probably don't do that, or my people would be like, nah, nigga, you know, like I was heavily reliant on people in order for me to do things, rather than just me experiencing and finding out myself.
Like seeking other people's approval.
Yeah, like seeking validation. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, approval of validation. Because for so long, when I was a kid, wow, this goes back to communication too.
Oh shit.
When I was a kid, oh man, whenever I did something that I wanted to do, I was always taken out of it. I was always forced to stop. You know, I was always told, no, you can't do that. I mean, from my parents or like from people that were older than me. And so I didn't really have trust in myself to do anything because people would tell me, oh, no, you shouldn't do this, or no, you shouldn't do that, or no, you can't do this, or no, you can't do that.
Right, it was always dictated by others.
Everything that I did was, I had some kind of negative connotation or negative reaction to it.
Yeah.
And so I've lived my whole life codependent or dependent upon people to give me the green light, basically.
Right.
Rather than just me going out and do the thing myself. Because typically whenever I did something myself, I would always get in trouble. I would always say no. They would always take it away, you know, like, so I wasn't really able to enjoy the full spectrum of the thing that I signed up for, the thing that I actually wanted to do. Because someone else would tell me, no.
Right.
Wow.
Ooh, good job. You're good.
Yeah.
You don't want me to kiss him because I got lip gloss on.
And I mean, this could be for a lot of people, but for me, that's why doing things myself is really important.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, then I'll be stuck in that loop, in that cycle of waiting, and I'll just leave it there. I'll be constantly stuck in a cycle of waiting.
Yeah.
Or having that feeling that I shouldn't do this, when in reality, if it's something that I want to do, I should probably do it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that too, because when we were in that period where you were constantly relying on me or seeking my validation, it takes a lot of pressure off of me, because if I know that you're on my time or I'm on your time, you're waiting for me in order for you to do the next thing, I feel pressured to have to hurry up so I could, get to the next step so that you could do what you need to do.
Right.
And that was just putting a lot of unnecessary pressure on me. And then it also gives me the free reign to just think for myself and not have to think for both of us. Because if you look into me and figure out what we're going to eat, it kind of puts me in a position where I got to make sure, okay, well, I might want this to eat, but it's not going to be filling enough for him. Or, I like this food, but he don't really like it. Or even in days where I just don't know. I don't have the answer, but I feel pressured to get the answer because he's waiting on me to have it. And from my own upbringing, I'm very hyper independent. Even in my, like, on an astrological level, like based on my chart, being independent, being self-sufficient is a huge part of my character. Granted, it's something that I'm working through because I have a partner, but I don't like feeling crammed up when I'm being relied on for every single thing. I like to be reliable, but I don't like to be the one who I always got to give the green light in order for shit to happen. And I like to have, moments to myself. I enjoy my solitude where I can spend the day making decisions for myself and going at my own pace and just doing what I need to do for me and not having to, carry someone else along. So yeah, it's very important to have those things in any relationship. It's very important for everyone to have, for, both partners to have their solitude and their alone time. I feel like we did have that in the beginning of our relationship when we had the 3-bedroom apartment. You had your own room, I had my own room. And
that's when I was working at a plant.
Yeah, you were working in a plant, so you had your own schedule, and then I had my own schedule. And it's like once we freed up all of our time, and obviously this is in the middle of, a pandemic too.
Yeah.
We just spent so much time together and got comfortable with doing everything together that we
wouldn't even go to the store by ourselves. Like, I mean, like at the beginning we did, but I'm just thinking about that. Like, after a while, we wasn't even leaving the house without you coming to the school with me.
Right. Doing everything, going to get mail. Hey, I'm about to go get the package. You coming with me? Like,
right.
It definitely put a little halt in our ability to grow separately. Like, granted, we were still doing work, but to be able to have these individual experiences without each other, it was a little difficult because we just got so comfortable with doing everything together. And
wow, now that you said that, it just made me think, like, even now, like, business decisions or, like, decisions even when it comes to work, sometimes, like, we halt or we'll come to a pause because we're waiting on the other person. I mean, we want to verbalize it out loud. It happens so subconsciously that we're waiting on the next person to finish this so we can move on to the next project.
Right. The whole time we can
just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh, wow. So, like, it get, like, that's how deep it goes. And, I mean, I wonder how many and what other areas of my life has that showed up in. Because they say how you do one thing is how you do everything.
Yeah.
I wonder in how many other ways has this shown up in our life.
Yeah. We're losing a little bit of sun, so we're going to, wrap it up real shortly. But I did want to say that this is also something that can impact us in a positive way. So because we have this habit of following each other's lead, it also works when it comes to inspiring each other to, bitch, move. Oh, that's a bee!
It's not a bee.
Oh.
It's just a yellow mosquito.
A yellow mosquito?
Yeah,
okay.
we hungry, baby. Hungry for real.
Yeah, so when it comes to being able to follow each other's lead and doing the work that we need to do on each other, we inspire each other heavily. Today marks one official week that I've been doing Sacred Woman by Queen. So I started through the gateways, and it's like a 12-week long lifestyle thing. And it also requires me to wake up extremely early. I'm not a morning person, but now I am. I wake up at 4 a.m. I do my meditations. I, do my altar work. I follow, the guide. By me doing so and by him having the ability to follow my lead confidently, now he wakes up at that time and he sits with me. He does the meditations with me. He breathes with me. And, when it comes to fitness and, staying active, when I see him on his shit, it inspires me to, get my ass up and go knock out some push-ups, go do a little, little 1-2, do a little stretch.
Yeah.
So we are able to use that in a way to serve us. It's all about remembering that, one, we don't need to wait on each other in order to do the things that we gotta do, but two, we can still lead by example and inspire each other to do the things.
I'm losing son. I'm losing my thoughts. It does have its pros and cons. It is a thing that we have to weigh. We know how to use it to our benefit, such as we wake up in the morning, I go to the gym, you go to the gym.
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z, these different ways. I journal, you journal. I see you talk to your family, I want to talk to my family a little bit. So it does work out, but it does have to have a limit or a balance. And I have to be confident in my ability to make my own decisions. And so that's why the other party is important too. And I'm pretty sure that's why it's important to you too.
Yeah.
So that we can have our own experiences, because even though we're doing the same thing, we're still having our own experience. So I need to make sure that I'm able to do these things, have my own experience, make forward progress. I have to be confident in my ability to make forward progress without waiting for you.
Right.
And just knowing that you will catch up, because the other half is true. When you see me doing something, you'll do it.
Yeah, you inspire me.
Yeah, and then you inspire me too. That's one thing that actually surfing has taught me today, because I just unpacked all of that. It just got us here.
Right.
But I have to be confident. Like I said, I have to be confident in my ability to move forward and trust that you're going to do the same.
Absolutely. I know we losing sun and we were supposed to wrap it up, but you did kind of spark another idea in mind.
Let's get it.
Another way that our relationship has, changed or evolved is even in the way that we date each other. Being confident in our ability to show up and spice up our relationship and keep things romantic while we are in a new environment. We don't have access to the same things that we had back in the States.
Yeah, ain't no fine dining restaurants out here.
Right.
There's no floral shop put up on the corners, everywhere.
Yeah, we're not. We can't just go to the fair, and where we at, there is no movie theater. There's no movie dates. So being able to make do with what we have and be confident that it's going to work, because I know what he likes. He knows what I like. We also understand each other's level of gratitude that we have just for the effort, being put in. Sitting at the beach is one of our main things, Getting some coconuts, then bottled water, talking, chatting, cuddling a little bit, going for our bike rides.
Oh, the movie nights in there.
Right. We don't go to the movies. We have movie nights on our iPad. We don't have a TV. So we gotta watch TV on the iPad.
Yeah, and this one we've always been doing, but cooking together.
Oh yeah, that's
cooking
a staple.
Together, yeah.
That's a staple.
Yeah, it's forcing us to be creative.
Yeah.
It's forcing us to use that creativity in our brains to actually be like, okay, we don't have access to these things. How can I still show up?
Right.
And although we're still learning, and I'm still learning how to be more romantic, I'm not gonna say I'm not romantic at all, because
y'all don't listen to him when you say that shit.
But I'm learning, and I only say that because that's just a belief that I have in my head. Because I'm not about to unpack this, but I've never seen how men actually treat women because of the spaces that I've seen my mom in. And, I haven't actually seen someone court her for a long period of time than me. Like, obviously, people show up, you know how niggas are, like, they gonna do anything in the beginning, and like later on, it starts to slowly die down. Like, so I've seen that, but I haven't, I haven't seen super long term where men are showing up and actually respecting her along with us being her kids at the same time. So like it, I haven't seen it, so I don't believe that I fully understand how to be romantic. And so I say that because I know that what I'm doing is just basis. It's just a basic surface level because I haven't seen like the depth. I haven't had the exposure to like how deep romance can go. Learning how to dance, like just so there's a plethora of different things that I know,
Yeah.
but I just haven't seen done or seen it presented.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know I just have to do the work and actually present it, which I'm working on doing, but I would like to see more of it.
Yeah, I feel that. And honestly, even as the woman in the relationship, I can relate too. Like I didn't grow up seeing positive relationships. Even with the relationships that I have seen, a lot of times it's very monetary. As long as the man provides, but outside of the money and making sure the bills paid, I didn't see a whole bunch of men providing emotional security. I didn't see a whole bunch of men providing, romantic and non-sexual intimacy. I didn't get a whole lot of that. I'm also learning how to receive that. And I get how it's a little bit easier as a woman because growing up, things are catered to us to seek romance. Get the fairy tale stories. And we get to see like all of these TV shows and these idols where the girl gets her Prince Charming. So we pick up on that, but again, most of it is just showing us something materialistic. We get the glass slipper, we get the big old castle, and the handsome man, but we don't really show what we're supposed to do.
Right.
Besides receive that.
Except that one show, Princess and the Frog.
Yeah.
She had to learn how to accept love.
She had to learn how to accept love. She had to learn how to accept help. And learn how to, accept the affection from her Prince Charming so that she could receive her blessings.
Yeah.
And he had to learn how to be that Prince Charming.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess, that kind of sums up our story, just a wee bit. But still, it's like, I know that as the woman, I receive these things. I receive these beautiful things, but I was also never taught how to be romantic towards a man. Cook for him. Make sure that man never hungry. Okay? He eating good, now what?
Crazy thought.
I know the other thing is,
make sure that sack is
make sure that his stomach full and his balls is empty. I get it. But I literally just talked about how I'm not a sexual person. So, to keep his balls empty without making it obligatory, I gotta do something else that's romantic to keep him fulfilled in some way. And that's a learning process for me as well. Yeah, we both have a lot of unlearning and learning to do. This is also part of our death and rebirth cycle because we are shedding layers and patterns that we picked up from our childhood. All of this is just information that we took on as children, seeing the way that our parents were loved on or the elders in our lives were loved on. In turn, this also sets the foundation for how we are going to show up in our marriage and in our children's lives whenever that, comes, so that we don't further perpetuate those cycles. So that now we bring on a new generation of people who understand what that love looks like and know how to give and receive love, affection, and intimacy in all regards.
Yeah. And I'll leave y'all with this. And it is done because we want to do it.
Woo! Simple.
We want to be the best version of ourselves for each other. And not only for each other, for our family, for our friends, for you guys that are watching. We want to do it.
So we
And so we thought it. We wouldn't be this far. Our relationship would be this healthy. We wouldn't be this in love. We wouldn't actively work through these problems if we didn't want to. All of this happens because we want to. When there is something that you really want to do, if there is someone in your life that you really want in your life, you will do it too.
by any means necessary.
By any means necessary.
That was good. I like how we did that.
I never did it.
Look how glossy yours is. We're gonna wrap it up from here because we are losing sunlight and I don't want to be looking like a silhouette on the beach. Make sure y'all are subbed here to the YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that y'all are following us on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere at DMPZ.
At DMPZ everywhere.
Everywhere. YouTube is actually Heaven and PZ. Everywhere else is DMPZ.
Yeah, but thank y'all for tuning in to episode 9.
Oh, wait.
Go ahead.
Update. Slight little update. So we are still looking to building and fostering our community with you guys because, again, like, y'all are more than just numbers. Y'all are more than just views, clicks, likes, and subscribers. Y'all are people that are literally a part of our journey. So we want to be able to connect more with y'all and commune with y'all. So we are in a process of putting together a Discord server and a Patreon. That way, you know, the ones who really fucking with us, you know, like, y'all can meet with us over there and we can go a little deeper on that. We'll provide more details as time comes and as we, you know, get our plans and set things in motion. But in the meantime, be on the lookout for a Discord and a Patreon.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We love you guys.
I love y'all.
Let's do the heart. My dad, that's so big. I hit it down a little bit. Let it go like that. Bye.
Bye.
That was good.